The way I see it, ambition is everything. You are what you think. And I always thought and knew I was aligned. So it was only right I be amongst other lines. It's showtime. Let's go.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back today. I got a question. I want y'all to ask this dude a question for me because I didn't get a chance to ask him. Now, let me ask y'all this. When you come from out of town to different cities and stuff, you supposed to go see one of the head people in that town. If you mess with them, I don't want to use cuss words, but if you F with them, you're supposed to, hit me up on the inbox or something. Hit me up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm going to be in your town, bro. Like, so I get wind that bro in town. Now, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm sure he probably one of y'all favorite YouTubers too, besides me. I get it. I'm like saying to myself, bro, I want to ask him, bro, how you come to my city and don't hit me up? Like I ain't popping or something. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but dude, cool. But I really, if I go to Chicago, I'm gonna hit dude up. Say whether he respond, don't come, pull up, whatever. That's cool. But I'm in your city. You feel me? But anyway, so I had a chance to go and get Bean. He did a class. Him and Sean cuts hair. Tune 45. Now, my review of the class. If you haven't seen it, if he's coming to your city, if they coming to your city, I just did the look and learn part, and I think they have a hands-on one that they did along with it. I'm not sure, but from what I seen from the look and learn, it was actually pretty good. Now I got clips that I'm gonna show y'all from it. A little bit of one how they was talking about how you can build your clientele. Not a lot of it because I don't want to give their class away, right? Because they doing it for you to pay, come and see. Now, what I can tell you is what you will get out the class. I can't tell you that because I sat in the class. It lasted 3 hours. They both did haircuts. They both explained what they do on haircuts. They took questions about the haircuts, why they was doing the haircuts, why they do this, why they do that, what you can do for this, what you can do for that. Now, one thing I do suggest, if you're going to go, make sure that you have your questions together. Crucial questions. You got access to them. Go ahead and ask the questions, right? Nothing better than being in a class where you can ask questions and they ain't holding it back at all, right? It was my first time meeting, seeing, knowing Sean cuts hair. I didn't know he was part of Tune 45. To be honest with you, I don't follow a lot of barber stuff. A lot. I know it's crazy, but I think because I see it every day, all day, I kind of like try to escape it. Sometimes I try to escape it. So anyway, I saw Sean cuts hair and he cuts hair really well, right? It's particularly straight hair he did on a model that was here. Good dude, good conversation, knowledgeable about what he does, how he does it, how he goes about his business, right? So that's a bonus. If you're not, if you want to see somebody cut straight hair, he's probably going to be the one cutting the straight hair, right? And Beam is going to cut what being cut. I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm saying that's what it is. He probably going to cut a waiver because he known for cutting waivers and, so you're going to get that. So that's what Beam did. So another thing about the class I want to say about the class that was good for the class that I saw is that after they both did their haircuts, they did a Q&A at the end. They sat down, they talked to the class for an hour and a half, answered any questions, gave their thoughts on other clippers, brands, tools, marketing, all this good stuff. So I said all that just to say the class is worth it. And I don't know how much they charge. I believe it was like $60 for the look and learn. So that's like that's robbery for you. And they did like an hour and a half Q&A. So really, they did 3 hours. You really, when you look at it, you giving $20 an hour because the whole thing lasted 3 hours to see one of your favorite people cut to answer questions. So this video not just about, I saw it get beamed, but I kind of like the part of educating other barbers what's going on and what they did. It's not, everything ain't about a haircut. Of course, they both did good haircuts, but the reason why I'm behind it and upping it is because it was really worth it. I didn't really necessarily need to go, but I kind of lead by example. When I tell y'all a lot of times, hey, I'm going to I go to barber classes still. I try to brush up on, new techniques, new whatever, I follow barbers, but I don't, but I kind of try to still stay up on what's going on, so I think that it taught me something, even though I wasn't going for, the real look and learn. I wanted to meet him, see how he do things and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all a few clips. Y'all can see what happened. I'll play a little bit of the audio from the part where they was talking about how to build your clientele. I think that's what they was talking about, or what they do for clientele. So I'll play a little bit of that. It's probably like a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. Sean talk, Bean talk, things like that. So anyway, that's my video. Stay tuned for the clips, but don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.
At some point, yeah, so that's why I just went to 40 because majority of my clients were giving me 40, even though I was 30. So that's kind of what I tell my guys when they talk about raising their prices. I'm like, what do you get consistently right now? If you charge 20 and you're getting 20, you probably don't need to go up.
Yeah.
And so most of the time you can tell if it's worth it, they're gonna pay you more than even what you charge, and that kind of tell you what you can charge. So, right. And I just went to 40 and I'm getting 50 now. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna go right to 50, but I kind of know that, man, my solid group of people that I've spent, it took me years to get, but I know that they're with me really regardless of the price. Hey, man, nobody else cut my hair, so you don't gotta raise your price, but I'm gonna pay whatever. So they'll tell you.
You know when you can really go up on your prices. You don't want to be charging $20 and you booked with 10 haircuts every day. Like, I'm talking about weeks in advance, not just like for the whole week. But if you consistently book, that's when you go up on your prices, because you're going to create room to be able to accept new clients, but you also want to weed out the people that don't want to pay the premium price.
And that's the idea. That's
so
why
we might lose 1 or 2, but then I get on Instagram, check my message request box. I got like 15, 20 plus people who ready today to get the chair and pay whatever. So you just got to figure it like that. The more you create a demand for yourself, or the fuller you are in any shop, that's to let you know when it's time for you to up your price. Because you don't want to stay stagnant at the same price, but on a full book. That's not how it works.
Yeah. It's called.
Oh, man.
No, I'm going to use Sean new card then. Okay, cool.
So guys, kind of similar, right? Thin in the corners, this is so heavy right here. And so, again, we left all this hair pretty much, right? So we just have enough to cover here. I got the same exact hair. So we gotta take care of some of this so it's not so heavy.
That lets you know when you can really go up on your prices. You don't want to be charging $20 and you booked with 10 haircuts every day. Like, I'm talking about weeks in advance, not just like for the whole week. But if you consistently book, that's when you go up on your prices, because you're going to create room to be able to accept new clients, but you also want to weed out the people that don't want to pay the premium price.
And that's the idea. That's why we.
Many times and things of that nature. Like I know me, I don't have like my trimmers are 0-0, even though they're not supposed to be. So the people out there who think your trimmer's supposed to be completely 0, they not. They not. But that's just how I always have my trimmers. I feel like my touch is pretty solid on the head, so I never have nicks around them. We'll start from high to top. That's how you really can stretch your fades too.
Are the shops out here pretty diverse? Like y'all got all